Welcome to episode 36 of Drew's Baseball Crew here on July 29th. Here, happy Saturday, everybody. Here of the Baseball Crew. We have a lot to do today, right? We have to build a winning lineup here on Fantasia Sports or wherever you're playing daily fantasy sports. We also need to get our baseball minds just ready in the zone, right? And don't worry, I did not do the Immaculate Grid yet from yesterday. They update now early, or they with us going early, a little early this morning. It causes it to not be updated. But don't worry, if you've not done yesterday's grid, I'm gonna get us started here. I got to get warmed up, so we're gonna do just that to start. I'm looking at this right away. First one I think of, yes, I'm serious. Natalie Feliz, Brewer legend, had a pretty illustrious career. Already got him in on there. Okay. Then we have Reds, Tigers. Let's just knock these out, right? Verlander. And then for Texas, hold on. Let me do Rockies. Ubaldo Jimenez. Okay. See, it gets tough because DeGrom doesn't really count because he didn't. I don't know if it had to be like with the team. They had to like log the 200 strikeouts. I'm just gonna say you Darvish. I feel like that's the best way to go on this. Okay. So now we have 5 spots left. Rockies. Oh, hold on. Jose Iglesias played for the Reds. Did he not? Yes, please. Yes. Yes. That was a pull. Needed that one. Okay. So now we're looking at it. I thought I want to say Jay Bruce played for the Rangers, but I don't. Rockies, Pirates, there's a pitcher I'm thinking. Why can't I think? I think Feliz played for yeah. Okay. Well, you always got to make sure you see Rangers Yelich or Nelson Cruz played. Also, like Edwin Jackson, got to see if he fits in anywhere. Honestly, did he? Oh, I don't want to put it in, but I think he might have played for. I think he might have played for Cincinnati. I'll try it. No, bad. Not gonna get a perfect score today. Rockies, Pirates. There's again a pitcher I'm trying to think of. Rangers. See, I think Jay Bruce might have played there briefly with the Rangers, but there's obviously a better guess. Buddy Bell. I know he just stepped down. Yeah, look at that. I know my old timer. Yeah. Sorry, I just was thinking Buddy Bell, like a very good career at the Rangers. Didn't know how he'd fit in there. Okay, so I have some good pulls here. Not gonna get a perfect score though. Texas. Maybe I'm thinking too recent. I'm thinking that might be an issue for me. Like Rockies, Pirates. I don't know. We'll see. I could throw some other guesses out. I was thinking like did Miguel Bautista? No, not. I wasn't thinking him. Who? I don't know who I was thinking. Oh, Torino's never played. I gotta pull a better guess here. Rangers, Pirates. Not. Churchill's usually all reliable. So decent output for me. Not the greatest, but the baseball lines it's moving now. You know, when I pull Buddy Bell, a good feeling. All right, let's get into the show here. Let's start with some baseball preview. I'm feeling again, baseball mode is on. I'm ready to roll. So we got to talk about the slate today. You might notice the thumbnail. It's Aaron Nola because he definitely is the pitcher I'm circling today. He is my guy today. I want him in my lineup. In 2-pitcher, he is going to be number 1 there. And also the weather looks favorable. So we have to, go back to that. I'm worried about this Cubs Cardinals game tonight. I think there's a little too much rain probability for my liking. Hopefully it can maybe smooth out and be okay. Nationals Mets. Yes, Patrick Corbin is pitching. ERA over 5. against Carlos Carrasco, also an ERA over 5. This game's got a 61% chance of rain. We don't like that. 50% chance of rain in this Yankee Baltimore Oriole game. Not good either. And I'm worried about that. So those are some games I'm monitoring. There's some other ones with like a 30% chance, like this Phillies game does, but not enough for me to be too worried. Again, this is something I recommend this. The first game that's a part of that main slate. It's like 6:05 ish. Set a reminder for like 5 o'clock to check MLB, just to check the MLB app, see what's going on, check Twitter, whatever. Look at the stats of these games and then update appropriately. Would be my opinion. Maybe set another one at like 5:50, so you're not like a little bit of room there. But that's how we're approaching today. Honestly, we do need to talk some over unders though. What is Vegas looking at that are going to be some crazy scoring games? Dodgers Reds in LA. It's hot. Good weather conditions. 10.5. Luke Weaver ERA over 7. Is pitching against Emmett Sheehan, ERA at 6.75. This Athletic Colorado game. Yes, the over-under's 12. 12 runs. Look, we have a lot of offense projected today. 10 in this Brewer-Brave game. 10.5. I thought there was a 10.5 somewhere. They haven't priced out some of these. I don't know if there's 10.5. There are a lot of 9.5. So, like, this is a day where they're projecting more offense than average. So that means we gotta be extra sharp here with choosing pitchers. Let's start though with hitters. Let's look at first. We're gonna go to the historics, right? As we do look at how players have fared against pitchers that they're gonna be facing today in the past. Then we'll use Ballpark Pal. We're gonna break down how the matchups are, based on how the hitter tendencies and overall pitcher tendencies, comparing those two, seeing what clashes, and otherwise what's gonna be good here for the hitters. So let's go into it. To start, Marcell Ozuna is going to lead us off here with the Atlanta Braves, 17 of 51. So really big sample size. OPS is right around a little over 900. So pretty good numbers. 3 home runs against Julio Teheran for his career. Ozuna hits a home run yesterday. Might be a guy you want who's going to be cheaper if you want a piece of that Braves lineup today. He is option number 1 there for you. Pete Alonso, who is getting back into the swing of things. He's dominated Patrick Corbin. No other way to put it. OPS is over 1,200. 9 walks to 12 strikeouts for Alonso. That's great. Last time we stacked against Corbin, he proved us wrong. He took care of the Rangers a few weeks ago there, but like the conditions here are too favorable. I think you're gonna want some Mets in the lineup. I'm not changing my mind here. Alonso is one I'll highlight. So Ian Happ, our friend, right? A few weeks ago during the London series, I told you to put him in your lineup. First 2 at-bats, 2 home runs. Yes, it felt great. But now he's faced against Adam Wainwright again here. And I got to tell you, you got to play him. I mean, this is a guy, again, weather might be a concern, but he has 6 home runs to 5 strikeouts against Adam Wainwright. Please put him in your lineup. Please. I want to monitor who's starting at catcher because this is a good problem. Yan Gomes, Tucker Barnhart, both those guys there for Chicago. Both of them have dominant numbers over Adam Wainwright for their career. Gomes 8 for 17. Or you could take Tucker Barnhart, who's 8 for 21 with 2 home runs, 3 walks to 1 strikeout. I'll take either. So good options for both of those guys here. So you're going to want some Cubs. You're going to want some Mets in the lineup. I'll keep moving through here. Nolan Arenado against Jameson Taillon. This is a sample size I like to see. 7 for 11. 2 strikeouts only there. Love those numbers. Christian Vasquez is batting 500 against Jordan Lyles for his career. Tommy Pham has an OPS over 1,000. 4 walks to 1 strikeout as well against Patrick Corbin for his career. Jason Hayward against Luke Weaver. 6 for 16, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. There's a lot of good history today. I mean, this is telling for us. Aaron Judge, who made his return yesterday. Listen to this. 8 for 19, 3 home runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. OPS over 1,300, right around 1,400. These are all guys who I know it's prior history. I know it's hard to compare, but these are guys I want in my lineup. I gave you already. Usually catchers are the one I'm like, okay, well we can speculate here. There's 3 solid catchers today. I don't know. I am a fan of today's slate. And there are some other I didn't even get into some of them. Other ones. Christopher Morel, 5 for 9 against Adam Wainwright. Luis Robert, 4 for 6 against Logan T. Allen. Riley Adams, who probably won't be in lineup against Carrasco, but 4 for 7 with 2 home runs. Nicky Lopez, 4 for 8. Off Bailey Ober. There's some upside there with speed, too, some steals. Jamer Candelario, a decent 4 for 13. They're nothing too crazy, but Miguel Cabrera, 4 for 11 off Johnny Cueto. See, that's one where sample size and age comes in. It might not mean as much. So I think those are all solid options. Well, Carlos Carrasco has yet to get Lane Thomas out. I didn't even go there yet. Yeah. Adam Frazier against Clark Schmidt, 3 for 6 with a home run. Yes, Adam Frazier, home run. So, look, my point again is pitching is going to be what we need to make sure we lock down on. I think hitters, I think everyone's going to have some good scoring days here. You know, when I say everyone, I think there's going to be a lot of people in your slate who are going to make some good calls hitting. So we got to just be extra sharp there on pitching. Let me just give you a few other hitting options based on what, right? Because we haven't talked about the Coors Field slate. I mean, I've talked about, because there's no history with any of those teams. Athletics, Rockies, they don't face each other as much. So let me talk about how to attack that slate or that part, because you're going to want those guys in your lineup too. I can tell you Ballpark Pal, right? Their links down below. They have some crazy numbers here for percent. It's a percent change in runs created. Like, it is wild. And to start, we're going to look at the lineup. So right now, I mean, we're going to see Tyler Soderstrom. Right, he made his debut a little after break here. He is their top guy, like in here, like plus 95%. They're looking at the rookies. I like the rookies today too. Zach Galoff is the other one. Definitely want both those guys in our lineups. Soderstrom and Galoff, want those guys here. They're going to be in the middle of the order. They're in a good spot. They're against Chris Flexen. Yeah. So I think the main ones I'm looking at is, those two. I'm also looking at like Seth Brown. I think got a good spot in that lineup. I think those 3 definitely want a piece of. They might be, well, we know they're going to be overpriced a little bit, but those 3 I think I would try to target if I could. On the Colorado side, I'm looking, I'd take like 2 of them maybe. Like I think CJ Crone, who his splits are really, like, they're very noticeable. Definitely want to have him in the lineup, but then maybe like Jerks and Profar. And then if you want to get to the bottom of the order, cheaper price, you need a center fielder. I like Brenton Doyle. He's been consistent, nice and steady. Definitely want him there if possible too. So that's how I'm attacking this slate. Not a lot of history between the two guys or between the two teams, but I definitely like the rookies. The rookies have played well, and as Ballpark Pal mentions, their strengths and tendencies actually they match up nicely against Chris Flexen today. So we like to see that, and we want to get those guys in our lineup. Also want to talk about the Phillies, who are against Quinn Priester, who maybe shouldn't be up yet, right? I like the potential, but the stuff's not there yet. Look, the Guardians had a field day last time around against Priester. I think today's going to be no different. So when I tell you guys to take, that Phillies lineup is good. You know, I think for value, I think I'm looking at the bottom of the lineup, and again, like J.K.'s solid. He's a solid, guy, like a platoon guy in this Phillies lineup, but near the bottom of the order. I'd take a shot on him today. I'm happy with that. I think he would be the move to go. Aaron Nola is my pitcher, my SP1. I told you that already. He's top matchup. Look, he goes deep into games. You love that, and quality starts and whatnot. The other thing is the Pirates hitters have struggled. I like Nola for strikeouts today. I like him to go deep in the game. If he gives you a quality start, he gives you a quality start. No complaining. He could give up a couple of runs, but no complaints on that. Otherwise, some others I'm looking at. Sal Frelick against Bryce Elder. I think what's so underrated with Frelick is he's a safe floor play. If you're taking guys who, like this court slide, for example, we're taking some guys who, like Langolier, or not Langoliers, Soderstrom, taking Gale off, we're taking Profar, these guys, and, you feel they're kind of like boomer bustish. I think Frelick's your guy where, look, he is going to walk. I think for him he's such a disciplined hitter. He's going to get on base. And why you like that? He makes noise with his, right, with steals. He's a safe bet for points, like 6 or 9 points, I feel for sure. So that's where I feel with him. On a smaller slate, I'm definitely like, he's a guy who I just like pencil in there in center field. Nice spot for him. Want to get him in. Alek Manoah is pitching today. I wonder what you all think about that. I personally, like, there are too many other guys to make me want to take Angels, so I'm fine with Manoah. Like, I don't know if I'm taking him as my second pitcher, but like I'm like fading that game in general just because the other upside here in this big slate, right? I want to get those Mets hitters in this lineup. I want to get Christian Vasquez in against Lyles. Maybe I want Luis Robert in there. There's a lot of guys in my point. I talked about all those. Listen back there. So that's what I'm looking at. The pitchers, I want to give some my other options, of course. James Paxton against San Francisco. I kind of like the matchup. I'm worried about price, though. He might get a little overpriced. Stuff looks great. Also, right, I talked about Nola, of course, leading the way. Maybe Reed Detmers, right? The stuffs look good. I know I told you about Logan Allen, who has struggled against Robert, but otherwise, Allen's a good bet. I don't like the matchup, though, that much. So just keeping that in mind. Hunter Brown's against Tampa. Tampa's struggled. Brown's going to be relatively cheap. I'd consider Hunter Brown. That Rays line's dealing with some injury. Just guys haven't been the same. Yeah, I think Hunter Brown is actually a good bet against the Rays. So, games in a dome also. Over-unders decently priced. Could be a lot of strikeouts in that one. Yeah, go for it. I think Hunter Brown's going to be the guy. Not too much history, though, against. I don't even think he's made a start against them. I will check. Okay, in 31 career plate appearances against the current Rays roster, an XBA of 162. So he actually has a decent sample size. Some good numbers. XWOBA against of 205. So Hunter Brown, SP2 today. There you go. That's where I'm rolling. I gave my catcher options. I told you the guys to take in that Oakland, Colorado game. I gave you some Phillies. We filled out the full lineup. So you're going to be able to see my lineup, right, for Fantasia Sports. I'll be sure to send that in for you all, right? It's going to be available at Drew Sports Crew, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And it'll also be available here on YouTube Shorts, Drew Sports Crew, and also on Facebook, Drew Sports Crew as well. But that's all I got here. I'm going to be enjoying my Saturday with some Point Brewery Diet, zero sugar root beer, newly rebranded. Was diet, now zero sugar root beer, and it's fantastic. So I'm enjoying my Saturday with that, my weekend in general. Some great stuff. I recommend you all pick some up as well. Website's down below. If you're in Wisconsin, it's available in stores. Some good stuff. I saw it actually in store for 4 bottles, $3.99. Like I've actually, it's actually in like Sheboygan area. So if you're in northeast Wisconsin, if you don't know where Sheboygan is, it's fine. It's called the Malibu of the Midwest, but I would recommend, like, it was literally $3.99, so it was literally under $1 a bottle. I'm serious. Like, you can't make this stuff up. Some good stuff, good quality also, right? Vanilla blended with the root beer. It's brilliant. But otherwise, I'm going to be back here tomorrow night with an episode of Drew's Sports Crew. We got to talk about the Packers training camp, how that's going. I got all the updates. Also, the Brewers, we're going to talk about how this past week went, preview next week. That's going to wrap it up. Have a good slate. Hopefully your team wins today in some baseball. Anyways, have a good weekend, everybody. That's going to wrap it up here for myself, Drew Skyberg. Thank you all for listening to yet another episode of Drew's Sports Crew, the perfect podcast for you.